Welcome back to Angela Francis, and today we're going to be getting acquainted with Becky from the Alexander Couture collection at Rene of Paris. Coming up, Becky was sent to me for a review by Wig Studio One, and if you look underneath this video and click on the words Show More, you'll see a link that'll take you right out to the website wigstudio1.com, where you can learn more about this style, see different colors, order, ask questions, scroll down on the page. There's a help chat window, just all kinds of information for you available from Wig Studio One. And also there's a wonderful Facebook group with over 16,000 members. You can ask virtually any question about wigs, colors, tips, tricks at that Facebook group. So let's learn more about Becky. So this is Becky. Now I've got to tell you something about Becky. When I first put Becky on, I wasn't sure I was going to like her, honestly. I wasn't sure I was going to like her. I almost was going to give it a less than glowing report. But I've had Becky on now for about 3 hours, and I always like to keep the wig on just to see, at home usually, just to see how I do with her. I will say this piece would fit because it's Rene of Paris, Noriko, Amore, they all tend to run small. And this does run small. It would fit petite to average, I think, beautifully. But average to large, she's feeling a little snug on my head, just saying, in case, you know, whatever size you are. My head circumference is 22.5. But back to my feelings about Becky. Initially I thought, oh no, you know, she's just, I'm not sure. But as I kept her on, and then I sat here in my mirror and I was just kind of playing with her a little bit, I'll show you. I think that she's okay. I think one of the things with me is I'm not used to shorter wigs. I tend to like the ones that are collar length or longer. And but let me show you what I mean. What I did was I took a bobby pin and I tucked it back in there and then kind of hid it. Because Becky has a very heavy bang, as you'll see when I take that bobby pin out. However, she does have that wonderful monofilament top, and it's quite large, as you'll see when I show you the inside of the cap. So this particular one is machine-made cap construction, but she still has that wonderful monofilament top, as you'll see. So that's going to give you the opportunity to part it within that space when you see the cap later. Wherever that monofilament is, you can part it in the middle, you can part it in the right, you can part it on the left, you can part it between the middle and the right, or the middle and the left. You get the idea. So what I did was, she came out of the box, she came with the part going toward the right, and so I just parted her on the left. And when I did that, it kind of gave her a bit of a different look. I liked her better. And so I'm going to show you that. Now, she is shiny, I will admit, but that's because I've got studio light. I've got a big ring light, another light there, overhead light, a backlight. So we've got light bouncing all across these fibers. But later on, I will take her out into the sunlight so you can see, if we have sunlight, but in the daytime light, so you can see what she looks in natural light. And then as far as the shine goes, of course, you're going to use some Batiste or whatever you have, dry shampoo, and that'll knock down some of the shine as well. So let's see what happens if we part her like she came out of the box. And I think that other people, I've seen some other reviews, not too many. I mean, I haven't seen too many people review Becky, but they weren't necessarily the most complimentary reviews, but I didn't really see them spend time with the wig and play with her, try to style her, just do anything with her. And as I was doing that, I thought, you know what, this is a pretty nice wig. This is a very nice wig. So she is, I'll say, somewhat tuckable, and we all like that. We all like to tuck her behind her ears, show our earrings if we have nice earrings. And I did pull my hair out down here, and it's hanging down here a little bit, but so that's how she looks tucked behind the other ear. And if I even wanted to put on a hairband, I certainly could do that, right? And I think that she's fine. She's a very nice, would I call her a layered bob? I think I would call her a layered bob. I mean, in their specifications, they're calling her layered. They're not calling her a bob per se, but this looks like a layered bob to me. She's not necessarily stacked, but she's definitely got layers. And she is open wefted, so she's very cool. How much does she weigh? She weighs 3.21 ounces, so she's fairly light on your head. She's not super dense. It's not too much hair. It's believable. I'm just going to pop this one on while I've got these here. So sometimes I like to wear just a little jewelry in the hair, just because as soon as you put on a hairband, like so many wig reviewers have said, and I learned this from TAZS and I believe it, a lot of people don't think wig. Because if you've got accessories in your hair, they don't think wig at all. They're just like, oh, I love your hair. Thank you. Okay, and then I'm going to show you one more square band. Love these things, but in the color white. Oh, looks like it's got scratched. So, you know, those square bands are terrific. Terrific. Okay, so now I'm going to split it down the middle, and you'll be surprised. It looks really parted down the middle. It looks very good. And I don't usually wear my hair parted down the middle, but there again, there's that monofilament top. And now you can see where the bang is heavy, but certainly you could have those bangs thinned out, right? So there's the center bang. And even if you wanted to push that center bang just a little bit away from your forehead, you could. Just make sure she's right down as far as she can get. And I'll tell you, it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. But even without pulling out that hair, I think you'd still be okay. Just hit it with some hairspray. I did have this clip in it for about 3 hours while I was walking around the house doing things, and it really did train it, and it did not fall down in my face. So you get yourself a nice clip. If you don't have one, just get a bobby pin and just clip it back for a few hours. And even without any steaming or anything like that, she pretty much stayed where I put her. So, glasses, you've already seen me with them on. They go on perfectly, not a problem. Slipping them underneath the ear tabs. If you like platinum blonde, you will love this wig. If you're looking for white, number 60, she's very flat. She just looks more, to my eyes, she just looks more like platinum blonde. She's not yellow, but she's not pure white either. Let me do a spin here so that you can see the whole thing. You can see the left side. And let's look at the back. And I always have a pretty good size ponytail there because my hair is long. So but the hair is all clipped up underneath. And then let's have a look at the right side. I mean, I think that this little kick in the back, or flip, whatever you want to call it, along with the layers, I think that's very nice. And I also think that it's very realistic. I think that if they had maybe just thinned this, and perhaps you could have your beautician thin this top. Riding back just a little bit on me because I didn't do any it stays or tape or wig grip or anything like that. But let's see how, so you could see there. So there is, you could see there's the edge of my widow's peak. And she's just pulling back about 1/4 of an inch from there. I wanted to show you how Becky looks next to white hair, pure white hair. There is no color in my hair except for the very, very, very bottom where you could still see a tiny bit of that balayage that I was growing out that I've mentioned way back, I don't know, a year or two ago. She looks almost like a platinum blonde. I always say that about this color, number 60. If you are a true white, very difficult to match true white. I don't think I've ever seen any wig that matches the God-given hair. Never. I've never seen anything. Does this come close? Probably, but you may be disappointed, just being honest. You may be disappointed with any wig that you buy to try to get it close to that snow white hair. Trying to show it to you as closely as I can here. Hopefully you can see the difference. So is it close? You be the judge. But to my eye, it's always a little bit off. Okay, so here is Becky's under the hood view. You can see there that she is open wefted, making her very, very cool on your head. You can see that little, how under the nape she's going to kick or flip up when we reverse her. She has the adjustable bra extenders right there. She's got the covered ear tabs there with the metal stay so that she'll lay nice and flat. And one of the best things about Becky is right here. Look at that huge monofilament top. Just wonderful, because you can part her down the middle, you can part her on either side, you can part her left of center, right of center. Just terrific. There is some cloud cover today. I'm not sitting in open sun. But I'm going to reverse her now so you can see her on the other side. Now, one of the wonderful things about Becky is, as you can see, it looks like the hair is growing right out of the scalp. And that, again, is because of that monofilament top. She's got a nice sweep of the bang. You can part that bang on the right or on the left. She's beautifully layered, as you can see. And then she's got that kick, or that little flip at the back, which when it hits the bottom of your neck, that's going to flip up. So right out of the box, she is parted on the right side. The sweep of the bang goes to the right, but you can part her, as I said earlier, down the middle or on either side. Measurements of the wig. Now the fringe or the bang is 5.91 inches. The crown down is 7.87 inches. The nape, which you'll see when I take the wig off, is 3.94 inches, and her weight is 3.21, or what is that, 91 grams it says. She's not silver. She's like, it's so hard to describe colors. I would say she's like platinum blonde. This is going to sound, how can I say? Platinum blonde without the yellow. So she's the kind of platinum blonde when you first get platinum blonde done at the salon, or you find you have a friend that has it done before it oxidizes. I think the layering is terrific. I think the fact that you can pull some of the hair out here, right there, maybe hit it with a little hairspray, makes it very believable in the front. So you could do that and then just part it right there. And then let that part just fall back. And then just train that. Just train that part 2 or 3 hours. Let it sit there if you have to. So that you keep it out of your face. I think this would be wonderful for business. I think that this would be great for the summertime because it's very light. As I said, it's only 3.21. Certainly there are wigs that are lighter than that, but there is no permatease to speak of. And yeah, that's what I think about Becky. I think Becky has a lot of possibilities, but you've got to take the time. If you don't like a wig, as soon as you put it on your head, do you stick it back in the box and give up? Don't do that. Put her on your head, live with it for 2 or 3 hours, style her as best you can during that time, then come back to your mirror. Thanks so much for visiting with me today for this special review of Becky by Rene of Paris from the Alexander Couture collection in the color number 60. Don't forget to stop by Wig Studio 1. Show notes are below. Thanks so much for watching. If you like, give it a like. Hit the little bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Take good care.